In this video, I'm going to talk about confidence and why it's the most vital and essential thing you need to develop when you're trying to improve your dating life.
I think we can continue this
You are
banter.
sweet, you make me laugh.
I'm
We
sweet.
should.
Yeah,
go.
we should. We
It's
should.
not even a question.
I mean,
It's like a decision.
you want me to act like a proposal, like
Well,
get on
yes.
one knee, and
Why
say,
not
hey.
to me? Like,
Really?
it's like already an order that I think we should go for a trip.
Nah, it's just a suggestion. I just felt I felt a good vibe. You know? It's not like
I
an
like your
order.
confidence anyway.
So, a lot of people talk about confidence and the importance of confidence from biological reasons. The fact that it increases your testosterone, the fact that it shows that you have higher social status, the fact that it shows you're more dominant, the fact that women can see that you're a potentially better mate. But today I want to talk about very pragmatic and yet super important and overlooked importance of why confidence is extremely important, and that is going to help you visualize of how ridiculous it is not to have confidence. So imagine for a second that you are a fitness trainer and you are selling a fitness program, a weight loss program, and I'm your potential client. And you have your program and you're trying to sell your program to me. And then I ask you, so the program that you're proposing, do you think it's going to help me? And then you say, yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure it's going to help you. And then I say, okay, well, would you recommend this program to other people as well? And then you turn to me and say, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. And then I say, okay, dude, like, do you think that if I take this program and I apply myself 100%, what are the chances that I'm going to get good results? And you'd say, I guess like pretty good. Honestly, I don't really know. Like, what are the chances that I, as a potential client, would buy your program? Not very high. I wouldn't buy your program. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even use it for free because you're not even sure it can help me. You're not sure they can help other people. So it's ridiculous, right? It would be completely ridiculous for you to have that attitude when you're trying to sell your fitness program. Now, contrast this to dating. This is exactly the same thing when you're interacting with women in a romantic context and you're presenting yourself as a potential partner, which is what you're doing when you're dating, and you have this level of confidence, or quite frankly, this lack of level of confidence. Because if you don't think that you are the potential best fit for this girl, how is she gonna think that you are the potential best fit for her? Look, there are 4 billion men out there in the world. So for her to commit to you, if we're talking about a classic monogamous relationship, for her to commit to you, she needs to think and she needs to rationally understand of why you are the best choice for her and why she should choose you over all the 4 billion other men out there in the world. And if you don't know it yourself, if you cannot present yourself that confidence that you think you are the best option, then how ridiculous is that you are essentially asking the potential girl to think of her own why you're the best choice. If you don't bring the level of confidence that you are indeed the best person for this girl, then she will never have that confidence herself. It would be the same thing as if you, the fitness trainer, would tell other people, yeah, I mean, they need to understand it themselves and magically rationalize why it's the best program. I'm not going to explain it to them because I'm not that confident myself. So if you want to have that confidence, just think of it on your own. It doesn't make any sense. Now, that being said, you cannot fake confidence. A lot of people, they think that, oh, well, I don't have this confidence, I'm going to try to fake it. It doesn't work like that. True confidence comes from the fact that you've gone out there, that you've faced the world, you've been in uncomfortable situations, and you've come on the other side alive. That is where the confidence comes from. This is why you'll never, ever develop true confidence if you are shying away from your fears. If you're sitting in your home, swiping on apps, trying to isolate yourself from the real world, trying to isolate yourself from rejection, hiding from rejection, how can you think that you are the best potential option for any girl when you yourself deep down know that you've shied away from fears, that you've essentially rejected yourself and you haven't had the balls to go out there and face the world, face rejection, go and talk to women. This is why going and talking to women in real life and confidence goes hand in hand. How do you think I am able to develop such confidence? Do you think it's because I read a bunch of books? No, because I've been able to keep going, rejection after rejection, year after year, and I've been able to overwhelm my brain with successful reference experiences of me going out there, being in very uncomfortable situations, and still coming out successful and being able to approach women in very challenging situations, being able to flirt with very high social pressure situations situations. And I know that 99% of the men out there in the world cannot handle these situations, which gives me the confidence that I'm the best potential match for this girl, because I know that most men are not able to do this. Most men, given their fears, it's very easy for me to have that confidence because I've been able to go through these experiences again and again and again. I've never shied away from my fears. I've always gone in and faced my fears head on. And this does give me the required confidence then to go out there and present myself to the girl that I believe that I'm the best potential option out there. Now, obviously, I don't say this verbally, but this is my attitude because I genuinely believe this. When I look at most men and they can't even talk to a single girl, it's very easy for me to believe that. So if you think you're going to develop this confidence just by reading some books, just by shying away in your apartment, swiping on apps, watching porn, if you think that you're just going to magically develop this confidence out of thin air, it doesn't work like that. The true confidence comes from going to the place where you're most afraid of and facing your fears, going out there, talking to women in real life, getting rejected, coming back again. This is where the true confidence comes from. So if you want to go to the next level, if you want to develop that true peak confidence, if you're motivated enough to take action, then you and me, we can talk of how that might look like for you. We can create a game plan for you, how to go from lack of confidence to true peak confidence. If you want to have this no BS conversation with me, there's a link down below where you can book a time in my calendar and let's speak one-on-one, no BS, of how that might look like for you. See you in the next video.